Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Clothing Shop Podcast. This is a very special episode because, as you can see, we're not at our usual studio right now.
Yeah, we're recording from an undisclosed location right now.
Like, no one knows where we are.
We're on the world tour, baby.
World tour, Clothing Shop World Tour, coming soon.
As you can see, it's fucking brick as fuck out here.
Yeah, these guys are literally.
We got our snuggies here.
Yeah.
Not even a snuggie.
Yeah, these guys are just sharing a blanket right now because they're freaking freezing.
No, because that's what friends do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no little awkward moments or nothing like that. It's just shit.
There's two dudes sharing a blanket.
Okay, so we have a special guest today. He's one of our brothers. He's a Marine man, as some of you guys may know. He put a honey bun on a PS3 and let it sit there for over a month. He charged us $5 for a barbecue that was at his house, and he was hosting. It's Alejo, man.
Hey guys,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. It's nice to see you again, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a really long time. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. We saw you for the UFC 260.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We did see him.
We saw him for like a night, but then after that, it's been a long time.
You guys don't invite me.
Yeah.
We tell you all the time.
Yeah, you live in an undisclosed location, so you can't really sometimes you feel like it's a hassle, but we're here now, so we could record this very, very special anticipated episode, because I feel like a lot of people want to hear a lot what you have to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I'll be glad to.
Yeah, you have a unique situation, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, not in a good way, not in a bad way.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, you're living your life. That's good. Yeah, it's always nice to catch up with people. So tell us what you've been up to, man.
What I've been up to? Well, as the intro would state, after high school, I went straight into the Marines, went to the reserves just because I wanted to come back into school. Haven't quite done that yet, but I plan on it this year. That's what I've been saying for like a year now. Well, I actually do plan on it.
But yo, what's holding you back though? Because you're usually a guy that, like, when you set your mind to something, you start doing it. So how come college is like a little different?
Homie sound sick.
Yeah, yo, dude, it's fucking cold as shit here, bro.
Yo,
I don't understand. It's not even cold.
yeah, dude, it's like 55 degrees. It's not even that bad.
I don't know what's wrong with me
55
today.
degrees in Hawaii.
No, it's because this guy hasn't
shit.
felt like a breeze in like a while. He's been trapped at
I'm
home.
always inside.
But anyways,
Honestly, college doesn't really appeal to me too much, just because I don't like. It's for some people, but for me, it doesn't really seem like it's entirely for me.
like
Yeah,
Is there something that appeals to you, like something you want to do, or you're just like still having trouble like figuring out what you really want to do?
well, that's also to deal with the age. Like, I'm like still 19, still like experiencing like other things. Like as soon as I became not even an adult, I went straight into the military. My whole adult life, I've been in the military for now. And I'm just learning with them too, like the ins and outs, but developing just as much.
There wasn't anything that like interested you to to, let's say, like, be like, oh, I need to go to college to do this. Like, you didn't have any other passion besides like the Marines?
Honestly, no. Honestly, everything that's happened in my life, it's honestly not been planned. It's just happened along the way.
And what about like how was your experience like with the Marines? Like your first, you obviously had to go to boot camp. No connection to anybody outside of the world except for like maybe spreading letters and shit like that.
Well,
Tell us a bit about that.
I know you guys don't know the story of how I got into it.
yeah,
This is a funny one, actually.
yeah, we don't.
It's actually funny.
It's actually pretty funny.
Alright.
Once you guys hear it.
Shit.
Okay.
So, those letters that they send out in the mail? Like, if you want like a backpack or a shirt or something like that.
Money free stuff.
Wait, really? Wait, what?
Yes, they send those out.
Oh shit.
And I put my information on them because like they send it to your house and like it's the military. They're like loaded with money. So I was like, I'll put myself down for like a shirt or something. I forgot what I could put.
Yeah, homie want
And
that
on the,
merge.
on the bottom,
Burner.
I don't know how I didn't read it, but it states that it'll disclose information to a recruiter.
Bro, fuck.
It was like in the little fine print.
Yeah, I read it after and I was like, wow, I really did fuck myself over on that one. But anyways, we fast forward. I'm like bored as fuck one day and then the recruiter calls. I was thinking about hanging up, but I didn't. I was like, I'm bored. I'll just talk just because I'm like not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah.
He just like convinced me to come to the office and he just got me into it.
Yeah. Like, what did he say to you? What was he saying about like the benefits or like the, basically what was he saying to try to convince you to, I guess, join?
He honestly didn't really have to say much because
You just went straight in.
You're like,
You're
fuck
just
it.
dude, I have
I'm in.
nothing else better
Like-
to do, you know.
honestly, who doesn't have like a good reputation about Marines? Unless
Well,
like you have this.
Was there a backup plan? Let's say like you didn't qualify, like hypothetically.
Honestly, I never saw it that way.
Unless you fail the drug test. Nah, it's like
The physical
Chad.
requirements aren't too
Chad.
high enough. I thought they were like pretty high for me back then.
But looking
But-
back,
But looking back on it, they're very low. Like it's such an easy standard. But if there was, I don't think I had a backup plan at that moment. It probably could have went to the army or something like that.
Nice.
Never
nice.
would have known.
like, cause I mean, I know that you always were like into sports growing up, and I mean, like for you to take such a big step, where you know it wasn't just like physically you had to be like physically ready, it's like mentally ready, you know, had to be like, you know, have somebody grilling you basically 24/7, strict schedules and all of that. Like, how did you mentally prepare yourself for that? How did you?
For that,
Yeah.
honestly, change is a part of life. You're gonna have to get used to it eventually.
Yeah.
For me, it's easier than most. Honestly, people always talk about how hard boot camp is. For me, I'm not trying to like say I'm a stud or anything because I'm not.
Like the alpha male right here.
I feel
Another
like,
big reason
I
to
feel like
join.
you know, like it may have been difficult, but I feel like you know that like you could do it. Like you knew. I feel like you knew you could do it.
Yeah. Like honestly, in my mind, I was like, this sucks, but it'll go through it eventually.
Wait, what was the toughest part for you about boot camp?
You're just paying for somebody else's mistakes, and that's what's gonna get to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna happen in real life. You gotta
Oh.
learn.
Wait, so let's say like somebody didn't finish doing the last jumping jack, then you guys had to do like 30 more.
Nah,
Like were you like, damn that fucking douchebag?
Yeah, there's a
it's just-
scenario like that. Like you have to finish exactly on 10. If you went over 1, you do it all over again.
Wait.
Wow.
Was it like? Do you
Wow.
remember the episode of Family Guy when like Stewie and Brian went to like boot camp and shit? Was it like kind of like that? Like you were like Brian, like you were holding everybody back and shit. Like
Oh, did you guys have someone like that in your
Yeah,
yeah, like
in
it
your
was like
group?
a guy.
Guy that just like fucked everything up for the whole
they were like
crew.
Griffin.
Honestly, no, that just happened. It was not just one person. It'd be a bunch of people. Like they'd always put like a name on somebody, but it'd always just be somebody new.
Wait, did you ever fuck
constant.
up?
I did fuck up a couple times, but
I don't know.
I never.
What,
had-
what was like the worst like exercise that you hated to do over there? If you had to choose.
Honestly, I don't know why, but the senior drill instructor, he always wanted to get us after a hike, even, like because we always said we did terrible, like not yelling. So he'd put like our feet like elevated on a position, and we'd have to do push-ups. And since we're already tired after like hiking for like so long, then
Yeah.
like we'd just be tired as shit. It just sucked.
How many miles did you guys hike? Like what would you say? Like what do you think? What do you think you guys did?
The most we ever did was like 9. It's not much, but when you're carrying a little bit of weight, it kind of gets to you.
Aren't you wearing like the whole like uniform and shit?
Yeah, it's exactly what
Isn't
we
it
have.
kind of heavy?
Oh, you know, we should have made you wear the uniform now. That would have been funny. Like fucking.
Show us, big man.
Yeah. We get the fucking the Marine right here.
Is there anything else like, you know, obviously there's like a bunch of, you know, you have to prepare for it, but like what would you say really like helped you out with that? What was very beneficial about all of that? What would you say from your experience? What did you get out of it?
Wait, what?
Like what did he get out of all that? You know, because
No,
Like what do you learn from the whole experience?
Yeah.
yeah, like well, what would you say really helped you out? Like after you got done with that, you know.
You just got to learn that there's going to be terrible leaders, and you don't want to be one of those terrible leaders out in outside the military. You want to be like the best person you can put out, because ultimately, if you're a boss and you got like a bunch of shitbags with you, you don't really want them. You want to have the higher producing ones, the ones that want your job, the ones that want to do better.
So like they're hungry for success.
So basically also mentality, right?
Yeah,
Good mentality.
exactly.
I also wanted to ask you this question because I feel like maybe like the viewers might want to know, but going back to like the beginning when you started like finding out about the Marines, like how did your parents like feel about this whole like whole thing? I mean, I think we already know, but like, you know, for the audience that might not know, like how did they react to you saying like your mom, dad, your parents, like yo, I was doing so good, but like how'd your like mom and dad like react when you were like, yo, I want to go to the Marines?
Well, honestly, I hid it from them from the beginning. And then a
You
couple,
knew they were like gonna be raging, right?
then a couple of weeks later, I was like, I needed to sign the paperwork, and I couldn't do it any other way because I was 17. So I had to get.
Oh.
I was telling the recruiter, I was like, "Hey, come on this day, so you can talk to them." He talked to them for a little while, but I also had to convince them a little. I was like, "We're in a peacetime. It's not gonna be war." Of course, that's what like you gotta know in the back end that if anything were to happen, you gotta be ready to go.
Yeah.
But ultimately, right now we're in peacetime. There's nothing it's really gonna happen. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, you get drafted.
Oh shit!
Along with all of us.
No,
'cause-
but I'm saying like, how did they
Send you to
react? Like,
Ukraine
what they
and shit.
say?
What'd they say? Oh,
Like, were they like?
yeah. Oh, let me get that. Well, they honestly just obviously like any Hispanic parent would like assume they'd be like, "Oh, you're going to war immediately," but you're
Yeah.
not. It's literally just a job. If you were to go active, you're on a base. You just do your bullshit, and then you have to stay like a couple of days extra or hours. It's literally it could be a normal job if your command wants it to be.
Oh wow.
Like, how much how much experience or how much time do you have to be there? Because I know that some people actually do get like sent out like overseas to like different areas. Obviously not like fighting, but just like in general, they just send them out.
Honestly, it just depends on where you're at and what unit you're in or what you're doing. Because honestly, it'll just depend on whatever you're at. You could be the newest guy there and you could be getting deployed soon.
In case of any Marines are watching, what was like your group or like shit, if you could say?
Like, what do you mean?
For boot camp,
No. Like, aren't you part of a group? Like, I don't know how it works over there. It's like, isn't it like infantry, some shit like that?
no, I'm not infantry though.
Wait, what's infantry?
Infantry's
I only know that because of COD.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So the infantry is just basically the guys that you play COD with, like the guys on the ground, the guys that.
So
literally
the
just-
guys that are getting into gunfights, like 1-on-1, long
Yes.
range, like what?
So they're like the
okay.
Chads of like the the battle.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they have all.
Do you think they could accept the Prestige Master?
What?
Do you think they could accept the Prestige Master?
There's a bunch of them in there. The thing is, it's just a lot of like duff work. Like you got those, but then you also have the supporting elements like the artillery, and
What were you?
I'm a engineer.
Engineer.
Somewhat.
Wait, have you ever gone out like in your uniform to try to get like, I don't know, like some sympathy points or any like
Or
benefits?
like
Hell
hit on
no.
the ladies.
Or get a discount?
Not on the ladies. You didn't
Never tried using the uniform. Once you don't want to wear it out. It just makes you look like
tool.
you don't know what it's called. It's called a boot.
A
And
what?
It's what we call a boot.
Boot.
It's like someone like straight out of boot camp. Like you can identify them.
Oh, because they're like trying to like flex it and
Yeah,
shit.
you don't want to flex
Ah.
it. You just want to like dress like I'm dressed normally. The only thing you
Yeah.
can probably tell is like a haircut or a shave.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh wow.
Them.
Yeah.
And so like so after a while, your parents were like completely cool with it. They understood like this is what you wanted to do in life, and everything.
Yeah, ultimately, I gave them an ultimatum.
Oh my God, let's hear this.
What was
So
ultimatum?
I told them, if you don't sign the paperwork, I'm literally turning 18 like in like a couple of months. I can sign it on my own. So you can do it now and get it over with faster, or you just wait a little while. Either way, I'm going away.
Damn.
Dude, I know your dad kicked your ass after that shit. Dude, I know your dad. Yeah, he definitely wowed up. Damn. But I mean, like, to be honest, like, I mean, like, I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, oh shit, like, you know, like, I didn't expect that. But, like, I mean, now, you know, like, time's passed, like, you've done your thing. I mean, you're still doing your thing. And, like, to be honest, like, I mean, I've seen, like, personally, like, you know, I've seen, like, you change a lot, kind of, not in like, a good way as well. Like, you've done a lot with your life. You've advanced. Like, I mean, like, you're even freaking, you know, living with a girl now, like, you know, you've
Chad.
yeah, you've definitely yeah, you've definitely got a lot of stuff going on in your life, so that's definitely freaking great.
But how's that like though? Like, you know, living with the
No, before we get into that, because that's like, I guess I still want to talk about like the, I guess, I kind of want to add on what Brian said about like, you know, Alejo changing and everything. I feel like he definitely notices this as well. Like I feel like maybe before you weren't as confident as you are now. Like I feel like that like the Marines definitely taught you a lot of like self-confidence and belief in yourself, that you could do whatever, like you could be confident in everything. And like that's what I saw after when you came back, because we saw you like maybe like 3 or 4 months later, it was like your birthday party. I remember. And then I was like, damn, bro, this guy really changed. And I also remember that apparently when he came back, his parents stated that he didn't know how to use technology. He came back. He didn't know what an iPhone was. He didn't know how to use. He didn't know how to use his phone. But yeah, like I kind of just wanted to add on what Brian said about that. Like I do think you changed a lot. Like since senior year before he went to the Marines, and then now like you're a completely different person. I think
you were more formal.
I think you could credit it to joining the Marines because it's like kind of like it's a big change in life. I think.
Change is good. Change needs
Would
to
you
happen.
recommend it to people?
I'd recommend it to the people that aren't so PC nowadays.
I see what you mean.
It's a fun time.
It's like a Modern Warfare 2
It's
lobby.
also very sucky. So unless you want to be down with that suck, don't get into it.
Wait, I have another question. Wait, so when you were like in boot camp, like how, like did you ever get into like a little argument like / fight with any of your like peers?
Damn.
Because I'm pretty sure, because
They're all, like,
like if
gossiping,
you're
huh?
like if you're going into the Marines, I'm pretty sure like you're going in there because like you got it, and like that's where like people may clash. So did you like
I don't think-
anything ever happen over there?
No, right?
Honestly, no. We're just focusing for that. We're just focusing on
'Cause
ourselves.
I figure, you gotta have discipline. Like if you're not good at taking orders, then that's definitely not the place for you, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like, you
gotta
can be the
fucking-
biggest stud, but you gotta know what to do.
yeah, they're gonna whip you into shape, man. This isn't a selfish
Yeah.
thing.
You're just gonna get fucked over if you try to be like one of those,
Yeah, one of those guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of those guys that just like,
Like the big guy, I guess.
yeah, like the
kinda.
big, trying to be the big
yeah,
shot.
basically the alpha male.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, like we said, a lot of stuff has been happening and shit, like especially with you. So like, I mean, we brushed up on it like a little bit. Like, you're living with your girl now. Like, what's that like?
It's just like living. Just comes about.
Just living.
Yeah, but like, don't you
I
like?
think that's,
Aren't there like the little things that kind of annoy you? Like, I don't know, she like I don't know, move something that you're so used to being. in one
she doesn't put
place.
she
Or even if
leaves the
she's
toilet
messy.
seat down or something.
There's a couple of things that we both don't like get quite along with each other, but ultimately you gotta like talk about it and let it be known. Like comparatively, I am more of a clean person.
Oh, yeah.
I like
She's the
having
messy
my
one?
items more organized. So we kind of clashed on that like quite a bit.
Oh, shit. Is it like, all right, like, I mean, was it like a little weird at first, like when she first moved in, like kind of like, like was it kind of to get used to, like get adjusted to it, because it's just like you lived in your own room basically, so it was like your own like private area, you could do what you want, and now it's like, like she has to.
What?
It's like a huge step in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like moving in together, like it's a
Yeah,
big
do you
step.
think it's changed anything in your relationship?
No, I just feel like we always.
But like even for like the better, not exactly like something bad. Like, you think it's like helped you guys become closer, or like
Yeah, definitely.
anything
Right?
under?
Yeah, we've definitely become closer, but also the thing is, whenever like we were a distance relationship before that, so whenever we did see each other, it'd be like weeks at a time. So it'd kind of feel like we were living together. So it'd be like we'd already have a feel for it, but then now that we live together, it's just like that, just forever.
Wait, how long you guys been together? Yo, you better know this. She's gonna be watching, bro.
She's doing the math right now.
She's like,
Dude.
Almost a year and a half.
Okay.
It was a big step. Like when I found out, I was like, damn, bro, that's like a huge step. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
like
even trying to like exaggerate. That's like a crazy step.
yeah, but no, it's definitely like I mean, I know you. I definitely don't think you were nervous. I know you were definitely like, fuck it, like whatever. Like I might as well try a new thing, and I think that's pretty cool. Cause like me personally, like I feel like sometimes I get a little like, oh shit, like I'd get scared or something, and like,
Yeah, like it's a
I'd
big
freak out
step.
about it. Yeah, but no, like props to you. Like you definitely like welcomed her to with open arms and shit like that. But yeah, you guys have been together for a year and a half. I mean, tell the viewers how you guys met.
So, for MOS school, which is just job training, I was on the same place that she was. She happened to be in the Army. I'm in the Marines.
No.
We didn't know each other yet then, but like all Marines mostly did, we all hopped on Tinder.
Do you only match with like Marines like over there and like Army people?
No, you match with civilians too. It's just
You set your preference, right?
with the civilians.
there's more soldiers because you're obviously like right next to them, but
Yeah.
obviously. So me and her ended up matching. I don't know how, but like it just like died out, and then somehow one of her friends came by asking for like Marines Instagrams. I was like, I'll put mine down just cause.
But like, did you know it was for her? Like, were you like, oh shit, like, you know, she already dubbed me?
It happened randomly.
Oh, it just happens to be her again?
like some person just came by. I was like asking. I was like, I'll do it just cause. Like I'm putting my Instagram so I don't. Put my phone number down.
I want to say something, dude. I remember me and you were having like a little like. I peeped this. It's like we were close on followers, and then for some reason, I checked my phone, and Alejo's like fucking like you're growing followers like fucking crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you bashed me, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, all the Marines stick together, man.
Yeah. And then I just saw like how you got mad Marine followers and shit. I was like, oh my bad.
So what's it called? She like her friend ends up giving her like the name. She's like, oh, I recognize his name. And then she texted me and was like, yeah, that's me. And then from there, we just like started talking again. We just hit it off.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she dubbed me first.
I
I'll
will.
always let her know that she dubbed me,
The biggest chads always get
and
dubbed.
yet,
Yeah.
and she ended up coming back.
Well, for all you simps watching out there, you know, there's a.
Yeah. You're always calling them Sim.
Yeah, because I know fucking simps only watch this shit. But for all you guys out there, yeah, it's definitely not over after the first time. Yeah, yeah, and him too. But fuck it. Well, wow. Yeah, no, that's definitely crazy. Like, I mean, like, I've met your girl like a handful of times, and now I'll just say, like, yeah, she's pretty cool, to be honest. Like, yeah, your girl's a good person. Yeah, she's really fun.
Yeah,
So
I see that you guys like love each other and everything, and then like it's nice. Like, you guys are a good example for the world.
Well, thank you very
Wow.
much.
wait, so are you whipped? Like,
What
would
do
you
you
say like
What would you
I
mean?
mean like no, I mean like
you
living
say that,
together.
are you?
Ball and chains on you.
No, ultimately we both do what like we want to do. Like we're still together, obviously, but
Oh, you know what I always wanted to ask, like, because like I always thought like if I was living with someone, well, like, is it weird like when you want to go out, like let's say like just by yourself, like is that weird like saying, or is it kind of like you know like you guys have an agreement like, oh, if you just want to go on your own, it's like whatever, he's just gonna do his own thing.
honestly, I kind of feel that one, like on the relationship wise.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't have too many friends around here. So like if I am gonna hang out with somebody, you guys obviously I think you guys obviously know who I would hang out with.
Yeah.
And even then, what am I gonna be doing with him on a Friday night?
Well,
You're doing a lot with that with him.
yeah.
Whatever your imagination comes to you.
Yeah, but I mean, we know you're not like that. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, in general relationship stuff. But wow, man. Yeah, no, it's definitely been crazy. Like, I mean, because we've all known each other for a long time, so it's definitely been crazy seeing like I guess like how far we've come.
Everybody like be in their own respective like relationship, because I know this is like the first girl you've ever been with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, like
that's
serious.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of crazy because like it was like one by one, like we all were with somebody, like, and it was kind of like, it's kind of funny like to me, but I mean, here we are now, so like I'm still with her, so props to that. Like I hope you guys continue going for like many years to come, and I know you love her like that. So
You know what I just realized? We haven't introduced ourselves. Like we haven't shown how I met all of you guys. Like how you guys have in the rest of your videos.
oh yeah.
You know, I kind of forgot about that in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like I'm
Going off script.
yeah, we kind of went off script a
I
bit,
mean, I don't care.
but like I mean
There's a story there. Like we've
Yeah.
all known each other for a long time. You start. Who did you meet first here?
I met Ronald
not with
first.
me, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just I mean I don't really remember because it was like literally like It was kindergarten, so I can't really like recall.
Jesus Christ, kindergarten.
I can't recall it. Like we were in the same class.
I actually didn't know that. What the
Like,
fuck?
how do you? I thought you would have known that.
No, I didn't know you guys met in kindergarten.
said it
I
before,
thought,
We're
yeah.
like we've known each other the longest.
yeah, I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Yeah, we used to like
I thought we all met like
we
in,
were close friends in kindergarten, and like my mom used to say that we used to go to like the park and shit. Like his dad would go, and then like my mom, like my dad didn't meet like Alejo's dad apparently like at that time.
Yeah,
you know like they're like they're like the little besties or something. Like, what's it called? Like, but no, like it was originally my mom met Alejo's dad first, which is
Oh,
like
wow.
crazy, yeah. And then after
damn. So
that-
you guys go way
yeah,
back.
and then after that, like we stopped. Like obviously, like I got taken away to like another classroom. We both got separated, and then like we linked up back like in 5th grade. And I remember I was like, yo, like I feel like I remember this kid, like literally. And then he just joined our squad, and ever since then we've been like best friends, like brothers, basically. Since then, that's pretty much like how we met. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember the.
Yeah, I don't remember like obviously kindergarten because like, I mean I don't remember shit from that time.
Jesus. No, I guess I kind of all met all you guys at the same time. Like I remember like, cause I was always like in that nerdy like 01 class. Like if anybody here,
Here we go with again the nerdy thing.
no, but I mean like I was like like in that 01 class for all the people who actually went to PS11.
Alright,
Yeah, I was
we
like
get it. You grew up smart.
no. Oh, okay, ha. You're so funny. But anyways, yeah, no, fine. I'll just say I was always in a different class. So then, like, I think it was like 5th grade. I just got transferred out of nowhere. I guess I wasn't as smart as I thought I was, bitch. But yeah, I got transferred and then I ended up in your guys. Yeah, well, no. Well, anyways, yeah, I just got transferred to your class. I remember you were actually like my first friend, like weirdly enough, like because I literally did not know anybody in that fucking class. And then yeah, and I remember I met you, and then like you, me, and Marco, we'd always go to your house like every day after school and shit. Yeah, we fucking yeah, we were fucking, oh my god, yeah, we were dorks.
Yeah, we were like, it's crazy to see like back in the day, and then to see us now. It's just insane because a lot of people don't really like when it comes to being friends for a long time. So people like fade out, and I feel like I've said this before, but like, I mean, we've been like kind of like. I don't want to make it sound like we're together, but like, cause I was gonna say like, I was gonna say on and off.
We're like 9 years strong or some shit.
I don't want to say like, oh, that we've been going strong ever since type of shit. But like, but we have like we have, and it's been like literally like for me and Alejo, it's been like what, like 13, 14 years for some of us, and like. It's super rare nowadays to be friends for that amount of time. Like maybe unless like you're like obviously family or some shit. Like, but it's just crazy to see now like how things have changed like heavily. Like, I think like we don't look back and sometimes people don't like look back and admire like the whole journey to get to this point. I know this is not to do with what we're talking about, but right now like I'm just thinking like, damn, bro, we're really here like filming this like after like 10 like decades of knowing each other, so it's kind of crazy like looking back and everything. Like I said before, it's crazy to look back to see how everything has changed.
Yeah,
like
over the years.
yeah, I mean, with that like being said, like, you know, let's talk about like we want to start doing a segment where we just talk about whatever, like with the guests, like because I know like the guest has a lot of things to like talk about. Like for example, like literally yesterday was UFC 261, I think.
Yeah,
261, and that
262.
I know Alejo watches
No, 61.
UFC, and this shit is fucking this wait what
261, yeah. But
like
yeah, yesterday was fucking crazy.
Like, Alejo, what are your thoughts about this? About last night's
Yeah, give
main
us a
event?
full analysis,
Yeah.
please.
Full analysis.
Yeah, give us a.
Well, I don't. Contrary to popular belief, I actually don't watch UFC. That was actually like my first like full fight I've actually watched.
Oh, really? Wait, I thought your brother would have put you on. Like, I know that guy. He's like a fan.
He is, but like I don't really like tune in. Last night was actually like the first night that I fully tuned in.
Really?
Like I was like, oh damn, this is actually like.
You know what? You
pretty good
chose
fight night.
you chose a good night, man.
Yeah.
Yesterday was fucking crazy.
No, I could say this one thing, like the UFC really does need the fans. Like I feel like it just brought a whole like another spectacle. We've been so used to just watching the events were like, no public. It was always
Like quiet. I mean,
the emotions though, all the screaming, all the cheering, all the booing and shit, just makes everything like much more better.
I mean, I guess we
Much bigger
can say that about like a lot of sports now, like even like soccer, for example. Like the stadiums are empty. You can literally hear the players yelling at each other, like to pass them the ball and shit like that. Like, yeah, it's definitely something weird and like it takes a little getting used to. To be honest, I got used to it. It felt kind of weird when we had fans, but it was definitely like great. Like all those knockouts, like fucking hearing like people like fucking cheering and shit. That was awesome.
And let's talk about all the people that also went there too. Like, I mean, I know not all the people are gonna know Nick Diaz, but fucking Jake Paul was there. MGK was there.
MGK
in the prelims, everybody was just yelling out, "Fuck Jake Paul! Fuck Jake Paul!"
Tom Brady was there too.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Daniel Cormier confronting Jake Paul too. Shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. Can't wait to see that fight.
Jake Paul's a douchebag.
What can you
Carlos,
do,
you're awfully
man?
quiet there.
He knew it was a UFC segment and put the mic down.
When I heard UFC, I put the mic down. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It had everything.
I
It
didn't
had
watch it.
suspense.
The only thing I could literally contribute with in this conversation is literally like the broken leg from the guy. I don't even know the guy's name, Chris something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Chris
It had
Weidman.
I don't know about you guys, but literally,
Action.
I saw like the highlights because one of my buddies sent it to me. You guys know who he is. You know who you are. You sexy man. Hey, yeah, it just mainly like I saw it in slow motion. I was just like, Jesus Christ. But what hit me the most was like when he like once he kicked him, like he tried to stand on it, and then you just see
It's like,
how like it
just
wobbles,
snaps in
and then
half
I'm
when
just
he
like,
stands
bro,
on
what?
It's just straight up karma. Like history repeats itself. That shit happened with
But
when he fought Anderson Silva.
He broke his leg before, right?
No.
No,
he-
But like,
no,
the
he
thing,
didn't-
like, I told this to Brian. Like, I don't understand. Like, I saw people like shit on Chris Weidman about
Anderson
the Anderson Silva thing. But why were they shitting on him?
because like
Did he talk shit about after Anderson Silva broke his
No,
leg?
no, he didn't. I guess it's just like there's no other way to say like like karma or like history repeating itself.
But like,
kind
people
of.
were like, yeah, that's what he like gets. But I was like, wait,
the-
like, but like, why? But it's not like he did it intentionally.
Yeah,
he didn't
no.
intentionally break his leg.
Some people just probably don't like him.
it's just like a lot of fans out there,
love Anderson Silva.
Yeah, they love Anderson Silva. He's one of the big legends. So they took it a little bit,
personal.
because they were kind of like, oh, he shouldn't have gone out like that. Because after that whole injury, his career was never the same. He only won like one fight.
And he started abusing steroids.
Yeah, against the Nick Diaz fight didn't even count, but he only won one fight after all of that. So he just like his career went plummeting down. Like you could argue that he should have retired once he had that injury.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get it to an extent. Like for those of you watching, search up the fucking Chris Weidman leg breaker. That shit was fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Make sure like you're ready
Yeah,
because it's very graphic.
yeah, make sure you're not squeamish.
It's one of the like worser.
Yeah, it's
Like,
probably like the worst
like-
injury you can have.
Yeah.
Like
The thing is,
And that wasn't
he
the
literally kicked him. He didn't even realize he broke it until he put his weight back.
Yeah,
on it.
that's
like,
the
he was
crazy-
fine.
I'm surprised he didn't see it bend once he kicked that check.
He didn't even react. Like if you see it
But-
slow motion, he didn't even react.
I-
Like in the
I think it's just
once
'cause-
he landed the shot, he didn't even
but
react.
I think it's just because
Yeah.
it's that quick. Like you just kick someone like that. That's in slow motion. I feel like if you actually like see it in real life, it's like a quick reflex, and you stand that foot down, and it's just boom, like your fucking leg collapses.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the main event, Alejo?
The Usman Masvidal.
Yeah, Masvidal.
Yeah, are you like a fan of either one of them or no?
Oh, honestly, because one of my buddies, I'm just like against Masvidal.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
yesterday-
Masvidal.
Yeah, I wonder who it is. But honestly, it just seemed like a good fight. It just seemed like Masvidal was a little cocky, like just like for the whole
With the
fight.
taunts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
taunts. Oh, I mean,
A lot of people want to see him lose because he trained Jake Paul and shit.
Yeah, he definitely went a little against the MMA community there for a bit. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, I don't like Masvidal that much. But I mean, I guess like you still have some respect. Like, he got in the ring, like he did what he came here to do, and yeah, like I mean, like shit happens. Like, there's always a winner, there's always a loser. So it is what it is. But I definitely have respect for him. Yeah, I mean, he's a veteran too.
One can
Like,
say that one big highlight out of that whole event would have been Rose Namajunas, like her fucking head kick and KO against Weili Zhang, like one of the pound for pound, like, well, a lot of people will consider her one of the pound for pound best female fighters just because of how consistently she's been, you know, racking up wins, defending her titles and shit. But the way she just like fucking knocked her out and regained the title too, in like such a quick manner in like a little over 1 minute, and just like hearing the whole crowd, you know, just like go ballistic, go like, you know, go crazy.
Yeah, the fans definitely
Rogan.
helping though.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan like
Not
wetting his
John Axel,
panties,
that's
like yeah, these guys are screaming. Yeah, the fans definitely help like these.
Yeah, the
these
fans help
reactions.
any sport, and that's why like it's always important to include the fans in any decision that's made. Just like, you know,
The Super
just like the
League.
Super League that happened. So it's just
Yeah, at the end of the day, these sports are for the fans. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like this event wasn't the only like three title
Fight.
fight what's it
Card.
called? Yeah, card. Like there was one before what was it, like UFC 260 or 259?
Oh, the
With-
one in February. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Like that one too, but the thing was like I said, the crowd, the fans make a huge difference. Like this one, you could just like tell how vibrant. You could see how vibrant it was. You know, like you could like it's not just enough like seeing all people tweeting out, oh yeah, you know, this fight is crazy. Just hearing people like actually react to it live, right there is just a different spectacle.
Anyway, speaking of fighting, Alejo, you want to share your myth about WWE music?
What myth would that be?
The myth where apparently like listening to WWE music, like the wrestlers like intro songs, like they turn you like you get turned to that shit in the
Oh.
gym.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You got to listen to some of that to be able to get a bigger pump.
who are like the ones that you
So,
like listen to the most?
So you agree with like with what Justin said, like when he was like, oh, that listening to music helps in the gym.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but not the music that Justin listens to. He listens to some of that chump stuff.
Little boy.
The real music is in the WWE, and I know he listens to like whatever. I don't know.
Skrillex?
Oh no, Skillet. You're gonna say
Skillet.
Skillet. Yeah.
Oh,
That's like some basic like 2009 WWE SmackDown vs Raw stuff. This is
Nah, but
like,
it was actually pretty good.
it's good, but
they're good classics
I
for WWE.
But the thing is, you don't want to listen to that at the gym. In the gym, you
Yeah.
want to listen to the game. Like,
yeah.
Hey, so what's your favorite like WWE like wrestler in like entrance music? Like what's your favorite one?
Well, if I'm pumping out like some heavy, like if I'm pumping out squats, it's gonna have to be the game, but by Motorhead. 'Cause it's Triple H's song, but
Yeah.
Motorhead themselves, they're like amazing. They're like probably like my favorite.
You know, like
band.
there's this meme where the people were like, "Yo, I thought the whole time like the wrestlers were singing their like I thought the wrestlers were singing their theme music, and I thought that too. Like, I thought Triple H was the one singing that song until I realized it was like Motorhead, right?
No,
Yeah,
but
it's Motorhead.
but that's like so good, like because the
Like, it
song
sounds like-
fits them so well.
And it sounds like them too, like low key.
Did you see like that thing? Like the Undertaker song is apparently like some guy in the WWE made it like using the piano. Like
Really?
yeah, he was like instructed to make.
Can't
it.
imagine these meatheads
Like,
playing the
actually,
piano.
Like, it's actually kind of
Like,
crazy how.
And it's crazy because like they made a song that like it's recognized around the world. Like everybody knows like the Undertaker dong, like
the
three
dog.
dongs.
What kind of dog?
I mean like the
Yo, can you guys clip that? Thing?
but like the ding like that the
yeah,
dong.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
two, then you gotta wait for the 2-hour entrance.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone knows like when that comes on, the Undertaker's coming to like tear some shit up.
What about
Yeah,
you, Doug?
There's that, and then obviously like since we have like that childhood connection, like we know like who's gonna come out. Like let's say like Triple H's.
Yeah.
I also have Chris Jericho.
Like just hearing those old songs, you're just like, oh my god, like you know those memes where like turning up the music,
Right.
yeah, and, like it's
Yeah.
just like that. It's
You
like,
feel that nostalgia, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh god. I'm like for a second
God.
I turned into like that wrestler in my mind. And I'm about that way, and I'm like, oh never mind, I'm back. To
Yeah,
me.
people don't understand. Like WWE is fucking like like it's like it was a lot of people's childhood. Like it was literally all of our childhoods, in my opinion. Like we all like grew up with it. We all wanted to be like Triple H,
the
Batista.
next John
We
Cena.
wanted to be John Cena
Batista.
and shit like that. Like I mean, it was like WWE is always gonna have a special place in my heart for sure. Like all the music is like iconic to me.
I mean, me and my brother were probably like one of the few kids that really didn't watch you.
yeah, yeah.
I actually don't know how though. Like it was so big. Like it's
I
crazy.
have
I
no
don't know.
idea. I just
Yeah.
never got caught up in it. I mean, I saw like all the guys, you know, with the like the the figurines like in school and shit, like smacking
fun
each
shit
other.
to
Yo, I had like a toy
Yeah.
chest filled of wrestlers.
I remember like if you brought those toys, that you'd be like the shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, you're
everyone wanted to
cool.
play like
You're
with your
goated.
toys. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're like the cool kid in the class.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Bringing your
toys.
shit.
You have like the you
Dude,
have
I had the
steel cage.
referee, bro. I had the referee.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I had the
What the
referee.
fuck?
Bro, did you? I know you guys have played like the SmackDown versus Raw games.
Yeah. A little.
Do you guys
bit.
ever play the Fulfill Your Fantasy one?
Whoa, that sounds fucking-
I play Road to WrestleMania. That's what I remember
Like
playing.
there was a
It's
mode.
like the career mode of like.
No, this one it's very different than that. So I think it's like 2000 SmackDown was 2006, 2005.
Mhm.
Still, they only had it for 1 year because what's it called? You have to play as like divas. And it's fulfill your fantasy. So the point of the game is to like strip the other diva.
What the?
I know you were playing that a lot.
Dude, this is what I'm
You had to be
saying.
Wait, homie got
used to,
caught, right?
homie used to visit the GTA strip clubs.
Wait,
Yeah.
You know how like when you're like checking your friends list, it says like, oh, you're in the strip club in GTA. Like, does it say that like for?
Well,
does it say
it
that?
was a
Back-
PS2.
it was
back
so
then.
you-
Oh,
Like,
no,
they
I was gonna say yeah. Like
I know for a fact you took the PSP to the bathroom, right? And played
I
that
had it on
match.
PS2, so I really, if I was really gonna play that, I'd have to go like full send,
See,
like make
that's
sure
like
nobody
some
was
of the
home.
out of pocket shit.
Yeah,
that-
you don't want your dad
Dude, like,
walking in on that shit.
I was watching some of the
Imagine
videos.
he's just like, yo, like give me the controller, bro. Let me finish this shit quick.
Yeah, anything that guy does now, I'm just like, what the fuck? I can't believe he did that. Like,
He's old now, so like he can't be like we said like in the other podcast before, like he can't be like eating like Big Show's ass anymore. He's too old for that. So
big.
What's
Wait,
it
who's the other guy?
Rikishi.
Ricky, dude, that one was
Bro,
worse
if
than
you
that.
guys saw the lead up, he was actually like meant to like eat like another like diva's at. Like
was-
The Rock like somehow like transitioned it into like Rikishi.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
It
nah.
was gonna be Trish Stratus, and then it came to
Yeah,
him.
No, I wouldn't agree to that. I don't care how much you're paying me. I would not agree to get buried in that ass, bro. That shit, bro.
Suck
Nah.
it.
He had a
His
cake
work.
though.
Dude,
it's like entertainment. Like that's how it was.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, they
was that
even-
WWF probably?
no,
it was
it's
WWE.
funny. It's funny. Like I would laugh at that, but I wouldn't be like the one. Like I would never agree to do that. Like
Nah,
that's
yeah,
so
like, that's kinda,
fucking.
like,
you have to have
crazy.
balls to do that.
They even had Donald Trump on there. That's how you know.
Oh yeah, that shit was fun.
Yeah.
Or even the Mayweather one too, when he was fighting the Big Show. Like
I remember
yeah,
that one. That was funny.
yeah. The Big Show would have fucking snapped Mayweather in half.
Yeah.
like-
That's when I knew I was like, yeah, wrestling's fake, dude. There's no way Big Show
could've
loves to
been-
Mayweather.
It could have been as fake as it wanted to. It's just entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why it's called World Wrestling Entertainment. Like I feel like people forget the last part of that name. Like it's not like isn't obviously like it's determined outcome. I said this like a million times, but like it's all about to just entertain the fans, and I guess that's
Yeah, the most
nailed
important
it.
thing.
yeah,
Definitely,
And
just
like
for the fans.
I guess like we could wrap up like the whole podcast and everything. If you have anything else to say, Alejo, like
Anything you want to say to any viewer out there? Maybe
Don't do it.
a
Like, don't do it. No.
like a specific rival of yours back in like Queens, maybe.
Yeah, back in the main
Honestly.
streets.
I just want to say thank you very much for having me on the podcast. It's been like a dream of mine to be on a podcast, and I've had the honor to be on
Yeah.
this one, especially to be on a guest, and especially to bring a new this close location.
This close.
This is
Close
close location.
location.
Yeah,
This was our first venue.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
soon.
As soon as the cameras turn off, we're gonna go fucking go do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Next week, beaches of in the beaches of California, motherfucker.
Yeah, that.
But yeah, like think we were gonna continue. Like
Yeah. Oh, I just want to say one last thing. I just want to say thank you very much, and I just can't wait to be back on this.
yeah, like we have a sort of like like I don't know the full thing, but we have a sort of season finale type of like big event. Not a big event, but we have a special surprise like for the last episode of the first season. Because these are seasons. What's it called? Like obviously we'll come back. We're coming back and everything, but yeah, like you're gonna see Alejo back, like for sure. You might see the other people that are on in the future come back again for like a special episode.
I want to see you and Justin on the same episode.
Yeah.
That'd be
I want
funny.
to see you guys fight.
You
for-
do a
but
vlog of us just going to the gym.
Yeah, who has
Wait, who
who
do
has
you-
the bigger gains?
Yeah,
I'll say Justin just cause.
are you sure?
make it
I'll
feel
let
good.
myself be the underdog on that one.
Okay,
Um,
Not
Justin.
for squats though,
yeah,
You're killing the
and
squats.
deadlift.
yeah,
He
but
went on bench though.
thank you like for coming on, bro. I really appreciate it. It was I had a really fun time. Like I said, like I feel like how do you say, the environment was really nice. I like being out here. It feels
Yeah.
more. We've
Yeah,
definitely
we're
have
more
space.
open.
More
Yeah.
space. We get to stretch like literally like.
Yeah, well, we have a nice open backyard. Like
And
shit.
yeah, like, I really want to thank you for like coming on and yeah. All right, with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, do everything.
Turn on
Subscribe.
notifications.
Turn on
man.
notifications, all that shit. And with that, let's close up shop.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's go.